Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the UCF Knights Dynasty. Today, we continue season number 2, but on a bad note, we actually lose our 4th game of the season after winning our first 3 on the road, Miami, Florida State, and South Florida. We end up losing to Northern Arizona in our first loss of the season. But we bounced back nice versus Texas, Arlington, and Alabama A&M, both winning by double digits. In this game, Bongani Mwangi went for 32 and 17. He actually made 6 3-pointers in this game, 13 of 23 from the field. And now we start the Puerto Rico tip-off, our first in-season tournament of the series. And we will take on Northern Iowa here in round number 1. UCF 5-1 on the season. Our starting lineup this year looks a whole lot better than last. So we will see if we continue this high-level play through the first 6 games and see if we can win our first in-season tournament. But let's waste no time. Let's get underway here in Puerto Rico. As we win the tip-off, we always watch the first possession as Jordan White, the new starting point guard, the junior, carries the ball up the court. And here we are, swinging it around the perimeter. Bongani Mwangi is a 3-point shooter now, as he is more of a big man, obviously, still, but he can pull up the 3. As you can just see the motion offense, Jordan White working around the perimeter. Good defense by Northern Iowa right away. Henry has it over to Reese Mahanic in the post. Mwangi, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Back out to Jay Henry. Henry for the 3. What a possession, swinging it around right there, using the entire shot clock. And here we are on defense. That ball is knocked out of bounds, but number 32 on Northern Iowa actually touches it before it goes out. And here we go the other way. Here is Jordan White with the pick and roll all the way to the cup. A 5-0 start here for UCF. Our offense has really stepped up so far this year. You can really tell the difference. Here is Henry coming around for the 3. He thinks about it, but pump fakes in the post to Bongani Mwangi. Pump fake, throws up the hook, and that's good. A 7-0 start here for UCF. And now here comes Northern Iowa trying to get on the board for the first time. Here's a fadeaway shot in the post. That one is good over Mwangi. That one gets them on the board here, 7-4. Here's a wild shot off the side of the backboard, but getting his own rebound is the big man Franklin for them. They crawl right back into this game. A 7-6 lead now for UCF. Here is Reese Mahanic in the post. He throws one up at the hoop, and that one will be a foul on Derek Franklin. Now, I did turn down the fouls way down. They're at about 10 for shooting fouls. I will probably show my sliders next episode. The full sliders haven't changed from the beginning too much, but I did change that, and I want to see less fouls because I think they call way more fouls than they should be, so we'll see how that is affected today. Here's Mahanic in the post now, 9-8 game. Here's a pass over to the corner. That one is Jordan White, who cannot convert the open 3 that time. And here comes Northern Iowa the other way. Nice up and under move, and they take the lead. 10-2 run here for Northern Iowa. 9-10 game. As now here's Mwangi getting the ball in the post, and another foul. Michael Cotton. See, the fouls are still being called even when adjusting that slider. And Mwangi goes to the free throw line, averaging a double-double and 2.2 blocks. He makes 2 of 2. 11-10. UCF takes the lead. Our bench starts to check in now. Here's a drive, and that is good by Northern Iowa. And here we go the other way. Johnson, nobody stops the ball, and that guy was just celebrating the bucket, and nobody picks him up. It's an open 3 for Antonio Johnson. 14-12 now. Here is Reese Mahanic in the post again, swinging it around. This is Devon Bands who hits the 3 off of the bench. Our bench scoring is going to be very, very crucial this year. As here's Milo Yarbrough getting his first opportunity to check into the game now. Gets the pick from Bands all the way to the basket with the left hand. It's good by Yarbrough. 19-12 game here for UCF. We're on a roll here on offense, on a little bit of a run. Here's an offensive board. That is good. 2 shots off the side of the backboard to get their own offensive rebound in this game so far. And here we go off a missed shot, running in transition. This is Milo all the way up the court. He throws up a tough shot. No foul call, and it's good. Milo with the tough layup that time. Now a 21-14 game. There's a block shot. Here we go the other way. Milo! 2 fast break opportunities for him, and he converts both of them. It's now a 9-point lead here with about 4 minutes in the first half. Here is the freshman. Credible gets the pick, and he gets open for the 3. 26-16. Here is Straylock off of the bench, the freshman as well. Henry driving, and he gets that one tossed. Here goes Northern Iowa the other way in transition. Spinning, good move, getting all the way to the basket, and a hop-step layup. And Northern Iowa is sticking around. Tough offense right there. Here's Straylock in the corner. Out to Antonio Johnson with a hand in his face. He's got 6 points. 2 3-pointers for him so far in the first half. Johnson now trying to free himself up for a shot. Pass inside, and that is good. Nash Kolchek, one of our upperclassmen on the team, 31-20. And now we have under a minute to go. Pick all the way to the basket. That's too easy. Nobody stops Antonio Johnson, our best scorer. It's now a 13-point game. Here's a drive, a block that time by Henry. They get their offensive board twice and put it up and in with the left hand. And now there's under 20 seconds to go. We will hold for the last shot here. Jordan White, number 22, at point in the game with Kolchek, Johnson, Straylock, and Jay Henry. We swing it to Henry. Henry pump fakes, tries to get to the basket. He throws it inside to Straylock. That is good. The freshman puts it in, 35-22. One last heave, and that one actually hits off back rim. 35-22 here in the first half. A good scoring output from UCF. That's what we're going to do a lot better this season than last. We could definitely put the ball in the hoop. Northern Iowa down by 13 at half. So we shot 52% from the field. Very, very good. 63 from 3. And we also had 16 points off the bench. Our bench is very, very solid as we hop into the second half. Now up by 11 here. Here's a shot, the first shot of the second half. There's an offensive board. Mwangi is just a beast. He's averaging a double-double this year, 2.2 blocks as well, so you know he's good defensively. Reese Mahanic goes up and throws one back. Offensive board, but they missed the second shot. Here we go the other way. Johnson trying to get all the way to the basket, but he passes to Jordan White, who flies to the hoop. White just throws it down, man. I just compare him to a guy like Russell Westbrook when he was younger. He just loves to get to the basket. That one's good on the transition steal. Northern Iowa still not going away. They're down by just 11. Here's Mahanic. He hop step in the lane, and he does draw the foul on Eric Reese. And now it is a 10-point game here as we start the second half with a couple of nice possessions to the basket, but Northern Iowa keeps attacking. Nice pass inside. Still a 10-point lead, though, for UCF. Every time Northern Iowa comes down, we always answer, and there is another foul. It looks like the refs are starting to call some fouls here in the second half. Ridley Henry goes to the free throw line. He's their leading scorer by far, the only guy in double digits so far in this game. And he goes to the free throw line and makes it an 8-point game. Antonio Johnson getting the pick, passing to the corner, fakes the three, over to the freshman, Credible, but an offensive board by the other freshman, Reese Mahanic. And now it is a 44-34 game. Missed shot opportunity that time. Here we go on defense, pushing it up all the way to the basket. It's Johnson. And one. 6'4". He's on NBA radars for sure after that performance last year in the NCAA tournament. He goes to the free throw line to make it an and one, and he does convert. 47-34. 10.5 to go here in the second half with a 13-point lead. Johnson swiping it away. Here he goes in transition all the way. It's another one. And one. 15-point lead. He's got 13 in the game. He can't convert the free throw, but still a nice lead here building up. Here is Johnson now playing a little ISO ball this time. Oh, good crossover move all the way to the basket. And it's with the left hand this time. A 9-0 run sparks by 7 straight points from Antonio Johnson. Now 51-39. Northern Iowa still sticking around. Mwangi with the shot from mid-range. That is good. 14-point lead now. Johnson working it inside to Mwangi. giving Johnson a break. And look at Mwangi going to work in the post, 55-39. He has shown some versatility here in season number 2. Here's a long pass inside. That is another foul, though. And Antonio gets called for that one. Ridley Henry continues to keep them in the game. He's got 14. He misses the first, though, and the second one is going to be good. But now 55-40. Northern Iowa is running out of time to come back in this one. Here's Johnson passing back to Credible, who's open for the 3, 58-40. We can definitely shoot the 3 ball now. As here's a nice pass inside. Jordan White has it. The big man collapses. We pass over to Mahanic, who throws one high off of the glass. 61-44 at that point. Northern Iowa starts to make a little comeback here. Down 12 with about a minute 40 to go. We got to close them out here. Henry trying to get to the basket. Pass over to Mahanic. Throwing it down in traffic with 2 hands. 14-point lead now. A minute and 11 to go. Northern Iowa missed shot. Here we go the other way. Jordan White guarded over to the corner. Johnson fakes the 3. They have to foul him. He goes to the free throw line to ice this game up. Hits the first, and the second one will also be good. UCF goes on to win this game by 13, and they just could not keep up with our offense. We just have so many different guys who can fill it up now, especially with Credible coming off of the bench. He can hit threes. We also have Mahanic, who's a beast of a freshman big man. And then Mwangi is now starting to score with regularity this season. He had double digits. Mahanic had 11 as well. Henry had 3. He is just our do-it-all guy. He can play great defense. And then Antonio Johnson, obviously our best scorer. He's averaging 16 points a game, down from last year because he's asked to do a lot less than what he had to do last year. Credible with 2 points, or 2 3-pointers off the bench, I should say. Milo Yarbrough had 6 as well, 6 transition points off the bench. Ridley Henry led Northern Iowa with 17, but a solid win today as we advance on to the semifinals here in the Puerto Rico tip-off. So now we take on the Richmond Spiders, a team that for some reason in this game I always end up playing quite a bit. And we go up big in the first half and end up taking about a 20-point lead. And with 7 minutes to go, we're going to hop right into this one, finish this one out, and make sure we get to that championship game. And here is Jordan White carrying up the basketball, up by 21. We'll always watch the first possession. Here's a pass inside. Mahanic can't get it to go. And now here comes the Spiders the other way. Here's a nice pass inside over the smaller guy, Jordan White. Offensive board, and it's good. Down to a 19-point lead, 5.5 to go. Swinging it around the perimeter. Here is Henry into the game. Jordan White at the top, trying to get some room to go to the basket. He goes all the way around. Kind of used Antonio Johnson as a pick, even though he was just standing there. And now it's 73-52. Tough pass inside is deflected. Jay Henry, it's showtime. And there he throws it down. 75-52. And now back to a 23-point lead. Here is Johnson over to the right. Henry drives. He gets fouled by Eric Moorhead. 75-52. He goes to the free throw line. Henry makes the first 24-point lead, make it 25. And now we start to stretch this lead out a little bit. As here's an inbound off of a made basket here for Richmond. Here we push it up, Credible to the corner, Devon Bands, and look who's open. It's Mwangi in the corner, and he misses badly, but as a rebound, Credible, nobody stops them. They just let him get the board and shoot. 80-54. Now down on the shot clock here, 3 seconds left. They're going to have to jack one up here, 80-54. Oh, and that's a tough shot. 80-56 now, as here is Johnson pushing it up. In the corner, Credible fakes the shot again. Open is Johnson. He takes it, and he makes it. 83-56. They are not closing out on these threes at all. It's a big reason why we keep making these shots. And here is Bands once again. Here is Credible in the corner. That time they close out, but we still knock it down. A 28-point lead at that point. A minute and a half to go. Good pass to Johnson, and we're just playing with them now. It's showtime here in Puerto Rico. Missed shot by Richmond. Here we go the other way to try to make it a 30-point game. Johnson throws it down. 92-60. We extend this lead. We end up winning by 28. What a victory here. In 7 minutes, we score 17 points to extend it to a 30-point victory. And Richmond will go home. The Puerto Rico Tip-Off Championship will be next episode. Bongani Mwangi had a monster game. This game, 25-19. And wow, how about the scoring that Mwangi is putting up this year? In sim situations, he's very, very good. Antonio Johnson still scoring quite a bit. They had 25 and 23 respectively. That's what you expect out of your best two players. Jordan White had his career high in assists with 11 this game, so definitely a good sight from him. And then Credible had 6 points, 2 3-pointers off the bench. In sim situations, our bench scoring is actually very, very bad. You can just see nobody else scored besides those 8 we had from Credible, and I believe that was Devon Bands as well. And now we move on to the championship to see who we will play, and we will take on Louisville. Louisville is the best team we have faced since Villanova. Villanova was very, very good. They were the #1 seed in the NCAA tournament last year. But this Louisville team is a little different. They are a good team. They are going to be ranked in the top 25 at some point this year. They are not right now, but they have an all-star cast for their roster. It's going to be an epic championship game. I can't wait to play it. So I'm thinking that next episode will be the championship. Then we'll have the recruiting special, and then we will hop into conference play. The conference play episode is where I will reveal all of the submissions that you guys had that made other conference teams, so you don't want to miss that episode. They also have the nation's leading scorer in Kenneth Berger. So not only will this be a tough matchup, we're going to be facing the nation's leading scorer. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in a dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.